In this review I will go over a short list of math books that I consider to be useful for most people interested in the subject of math. The books included in this list should provide a general math education. I tried to include books that cover the following aspects of general math education: Introduction to Basic Concepts, Introduction to Major Mathematical Fields, Relationship between Math and Other Mathematical Sciences, Historical Context of Various Developments in Math, Recent Math Developments, Simple Geometric Constructions, etc. I also think that math books are more engaging and useful if diagrams, tables, graphs, or geometrical constructions illustrate the mathematical concepts presented. Thus, I strive to include books that have many useful illustrations. The books included in this review are meant to be useful to gain a general and holistic knowledge of the subject of mathematics. Nonetheless, these books should be useful as a springboard for a more in-depth study of various mathematical concepts. After people get a bird's-eye view of the subject, they can attack a more narrow area or field that appeals to them. Euclid's Elements, Thomas L. Heath translation, Green Lion Press. For many hundreds of years, the primary math textbook was Euclid's Elements. Euclid's Elements is divided in 13 books, equivalent to the modern chapters, that cover 2D geometry, number theory, and Platonic solids. Some of the things covered in the book are: geometric constructions, proof of the Pythagorean theorem, Book 1 Proposition 47, Euclidean algorithm to find the greatest common divisor, Book 7 Propositions 1 to 2, and Euclid's theorem regarding prime numbers, Book 9 Proposition 20. The most important lesson from Euclid's Elements is the emphasis on systematic and rigorous proofs. I think it is also important to mention why I like the Thomas L. Heath translation published by Green Lion Press. The translation by Thomas L. Heath is probably the most respected translation for the English language, and I don't have anything else to say about Heath or his translation. The main benefit of buying the Green Lion Press edition is the fact that it is just one volume. I believe that Heath's original edition was divided in 3 volumes because it had extensive commentary and the Greek text. The Green Lion edition has minimal commentary at the start of the book and it doesn't have the Greek text. It has Greek words in the commentary and in the glossary. The Green Lion edition also has good diagrams, and if a proposition continues on the back of a page, the diagrams are also printed on the back of the page, so you don't have to turn the page to see the diagrams. I want to end by saying that even though the Heath translation is relatively modern, most people may still find the language a little bit hard to follow since it doesn't use the modern mathematical notation. Mathematics 1001 by Richard Elwes. Mathematics 1001 by Elwes is like a small math encyclopedia, around 400 pages. The book can be very useful to get an overview of mathematics. Areas covered by the book are numbers, geometry, algebra, discrete mathematics, analysis, logic, metamathematics, probability and statistics, mathematical physics and games and recreation. The book mentions current mathematical developments and problems like the Clay Institute Millennium Problems and the Hilbert's Problems. The book also has many useful equations, tables, diagrams, geometrical constructions, and illustrations. The book can be very useful to find an interesting area of research. I believe there are alternatives to this book like the Princeton Companion to Mathematics. I am not familiar with the Princeton Companion, so I don't know if it is more technical. The Princeton Companion has about 1,000 pages, but it is more expensive than Mathematics 1001. Quadrivium, wooden books. In antiquity the mathematical sciences were, arithmetic or the study of number, geometry or the study of number in space, music or the study of number in time, and astronomy or the study of number in space and time. The four disciplines formed the quadrivium, four ways, and the quadrivium was usually paired with trivium, study of grammar, logic, and rhetoric. The book Quadrivium by Wooden Books has a more modern approach to the quadrivium. The book is actually a compilation of 6 independent books that were put together. The 6 books are Sacred Number by Miranda Lundy, Sacred Geometry by Miranda Lundy, Platonic and Archimedean Solids by Dud Sutton, Harmograph by Anhony Ashton, The Elements of Music by Jason Martineau, and A Little Book of Coincidence by John Martineau. The book also has a few appendices that discuss a few things such as early number systems, Pythagorean numbers, like triangular, square, and pentagonal numbers, gematria, magic squares, properties of various numbers, ruler and compass constructions, polyhedral data table, musical scales, planetary tables, measurement units, etc. This book has many beautiful illustrations. In fact, each page that has written information is complemented by a right page that has only illustrations. Actually, this book can be used as an educational coffee table book. Some people may complain that the style of the writing is a bit mystical. For example, in the chapter that corresponds to A Little Book of Coincidence, the author shows how the orbit of the planets from the solar system seem to fit various geometric patterns. The chapter presents similar ideas to the ones found in the book Harmonics Mundi by Kepler. Of course, the author acknowledges that modern scientists consider these connections as mere coincidences. The modern astronomers or astrophysicists that consider these connections as mere coincidences are a bit arrogant in my opinion. Maybe these geometric patterns are just coincidences, but we can still allow the possibility that there is a bigger picture that we still don't see or understand. Overall, the book has a holistic approach, since it considers all these mathematical sciences or fields as connected, and the connection is found in various interesting patterns. The book makes us wonder if there is a bigger picture that connects all these mathematical patterns.